my name is Kevin. I've been working on this little video project for the last few days, and this is my first time using Windows Movie Maker and my first time trying to put a video on YouTube, and I've learned a few lessons. First of all, my computer's a little slow, so if my video is too long, it takes forever for the whole thing to compile and put itself together. And second of all, I didn't realize how limited the size of files are to be in YouTube. So I'm going to start all over again. However, I'm not going to do all of the video over again, so what you'll need to do is excuse me for the obvious editing and switching things around, but I think it should probably turn out okay. Anyway, these are a collection of my thoughts, mostly on spiritual issues. This will be the first in a series. I'll focus on one idea at a time and just continue to post my videos, and I am looking forward to other people's responses. I've been spending a lot of time on the internet in chat rooms, blogs, groups, expressing my ideas, and I really like the reaction that I've been getting there, so I'm hoping to continue to express my ideas in as many different forms that I possibly can. I look forward to hearing some responses here at YouTube. Peace. The first thing I want to talk about is peace. Peace is something that has just taken a lot of my attention over the last couple of years. My favorite quote, and I must humbly admit this is my own quote, is, "So many people want peace. Many people talk of peace. A few people believe that peace is possible. A very few do what they can to bring peace to this world. I honor those very few." Again, quote, Kevin Ahern. I'll toot my own horn every now and then. That's all right. You'll get a lot of that. Another thought on peace is that it seems that the general public, and especially some of the big names in media, the people who run the more popular, especially Republican-oriented talk shows on the radio, feel that people who want peace are childish people that aren't firmly planted in reality. You know, yeah, our history shows that we're not a peaceful people, but the idea that we can be is not at all a childish idea. It's just such a ridiculous reaction to somebody who wants to put their effort into trying to find a way for this world to be at peace. You know, I've kind of had it with that attitude. How are we going to get anywhere where people shut other people down when they try to do good things? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. For somebody to come to me and say, "You've got an impossible task," you know, it's just not going to happen. Peace is not going to happen on this earth. We're a warring people. It's in our nature. That's rubbish. It's not in our nature. It's in our nature to kill each other? How can you say such a thing? It's just ridiculous. I know it's our history. It doesn't have to be our future. And there's nothing we can do about changing what we have been in the past and making us into something different in the future unless we work on it here in the present, you know? Let's stop this attitude about we'll never change. We'll always be at war, you know? We'll always fight over land. We'll always fight about religion. We'll always fight about possessions. And you know, I'm starting to sound like a John Lennon song, aren't I? Anyway, it just doesn't make any sense to me for someone to come along and say that it's an impossibility and you're living in outside of reality. I'm not outside of reality at all. I want to see a different reality, and I will see a different reality. There's enough of us out there with firm intent on trying to make this happen, and we'll work on it, and we'll make a difference. We'll just keep plugging away at it, and we'll make a difference. I have been able to make differences in lots of different areas in my life, and in lots of different situations in my life that most people might expect could never happen. It's because I insist. I want to see it happen, and it's for the good. I mean, I'm not trying to make $1 million by robbing a bank. Yeah, I could make that happen too. I'm not going to make that happen. It's all pretty sad to me to have people say, you can't be. Here's a good example. I've been told this a lot. You can't be a good manager if you're nice to the people you're managing. I have heard that line so many times that it just makes me want to throw my hands up and give up on trying to be a manager. No, I'm a good manager because I am kind and nice to people. I mean, I don't let people walk all over me. If you're not going to do your job, you're going to hear from me. But why is it that you have to be mean to people? You don't have to be mean to people to be a manager. You can take someone who's not doing their job, counsel them, coach them, and make them do a better job. And if they can't, then you fire them. And that's not mean. That's just life, if I'm running a business, I've got to have people that can do the right job. And I will do all I can to make people understand what it is they need to do the right job. That's a concept that most managers just shudder at. You got to be mean to people. You have to kick them around. You have to make them do things that they don't like to do. You have to control them. Anyway, the bottom line to this is how can we achieve something if the general public thinks it's silly or childish? We can't. The general public must realize that peace is a possibility. It truly is a possibility. We can make it happen. We can make changes. We can use so many different tools, and these ideas on what tools we can use will be coming up later in this video. Well, I think that's where I will end my first attempt. Understand that this is my first attempt at a video. I'm using a Windows Media Editor. I've never ever tried to use it before this. I hope it all turns out okay, and look forward to seeing all the responses to what I have to say, if there are any. If there aren't, I don't care about that either. Really, I just want to get my thoughts out there, as I have in so many other cases. And look for the next video. I don't yet know exactly what all the ideas I express will be, but I've got a lot of them. They'll be there. Check out my websites. I have a coalition that I'm trying to start of spiritual people who will work together to make changes on certain things that are going on in this world. It's mostly oriented towards peace, unity of spiritual people, religious people of this planet. It's called the Circle of Unity. The website is www.circleofunity.com. No spaces, no dashes, just all one word. Circleofunity.com. Check it out. I also have a personal website. I haven't worked on it in a while, but check it out. It's got some interesting stuff in there. It's got a few of my writings that aren't a part of my spiritual expression, but are somewhat interesting. Even some jokes, my own jokes. Hey, that's an idea. I'll do a set of videos of my own jokes. They're pretty funny. Anyway, this is where I'll end this video. God bless. I love you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.